Hello everyone, welcome to the Stock Martin channel. I have a great video for you today. We are going to be talking about the latest Rivian RIVN news, as we do have the quarterly Q4 2021 earnings report, and it is not good. We have seen that the stock actually sold off after hours. We will be talking about its earnings report, and we are seeing the biggest problem that is facing all electric vehicle companies and the auto industry is supply chain issues. So Rivian did fall on that aspect as well. We will also be talking about the shortage of nickel that has been in the news, and that is going to be hurting all EV companies because it's a huge component of batteries. So we're going to talk about this and more. I think you're going to get a lot out of this video. Before we get down into it and get started, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, the like button. It'll keep me alive on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button, notification bell. Hit all to get my latest uploaded videos. And also, please share this page with others so we can continue to grow this channel. Down below, I have the best promotion right now running through Moomoo. If you open a brand new account just using my link down below, put in $1 will get you a free NEO stock. If you put in up to $100 or more, you will get a free stock in addition to this. So huge opportunities to get some free stocks and free money. If you stay to the end of this video, I can show you how you can get an additional up to $17,500 in free stocks. Now, without further ado, I did just want to transition and talk to you about Rivian's earnings and the earnings call that it had today on March 10th. So far, we have heard that analysts were expecting that Rivian would be making about 40,000 vehicles this year in the year 2022 because of the chip shortage. Well, Rivian is actually cutting that down by about 60%. They are only going to be making about 25,000 electric vehicles this year. They also did state that they are increasing the price of their vehicles. So we do now know that the quad 4 engine, the quad 4 motor variant of the R1T and the R1S, the truck and SUV, are now going to be costing at least $12,000 up to $20,000 more per these vehicles. Now, Rivian did also introduce a new variant, the dual motor, that is going to be coming in about the same price, but you are getting less horsepower, you're getting a less range for the exact same money. So basically, this is really going to be hurting consumers. Now, that being said, we do now know that they have cut productions for this year. Very similar thing happened to Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors was supposed to be making 20,000 electric vehicles in 2022. They cut that again by 60%. They are going to be making just about 12 to 14,000 vehicles per year. So we are seeing that this is actually attacking all of the EV companies and not just Rivian, not just Lucid. But this does come with huge downward pressure, huge headwinds on these companies, especially with these earnings reports. I did just want to transition and show you. Now, according to Bloomberg, we did see that the Q4 earnings report did have an adjusted loss per share at negative 2.43 cents versus an expected $2.05. So they actually lost a lot more than what was expected. Their revenue was actually a lot lower of 54 million versus about 64 million that was expected. So right now we have seen that they did not hit their targets. They missed their targets. This is very bad for this company, putting a lot of downward pressure, and you definitely saw it in the stock price as it did go down quite a bit. The company right now is going through a lot of turmoil, is having a lot of definitely supply chain issues. It is going to be having a lot of problems with production, as is Lucid Motors, as is a lot of new companies. It is actually making it very hard even for Tesla to make these production vehicles. Now, since we are talking about supply chain issues, that brings me to the next big thing, is talking about the shortage and the supply chain issues for nickel. If you do not know, nickel is a very critical component of batteries, and it is used in all electric vehicle batteries that are produced. It's one of the biggest components that's used. Now, we do know that with the most latest war problem with Russia and Ukraine, we are going to see huge problems in supply chain issues in making batteries. And I did just want to bring this article from emerging tech. It is talking about electric vehicles. It is titled, "It's All Coming at the Worst Time: How Sky-High Nickel Price Could Hamper EV Efforts." And as we do now know that the metal, nickel metal, is a crucial, most important in common EV batteries, and most of the nickel is produced in Russia. They have a significant share of it. So this is going to be a huge, huge downward pressure on all EV stocks, especially battery productions. So the war in Ukraine, according to this article, is going to be causing a huge problem, disrupting nickel. Nickel is the most common electric vehicle relying on their lithium-ion batteries. So a very big thing that we do now know is that about 20% of the world class 1, the high pure nickel, comes from a Russian mining company named Norkel. So this is going to be very bad, very big downward pressure, big headwinds. We are now starting to see some articles that potentially companies like Tesla, Rivian, Lucid Motors will have to increase their price of their vehicles by at least $2,000 just to keep up and to pay that big difference in producing that nickel for their electric batteries. So again, we are seeing huge downward pressure, huge headwinds on production issues that is plaguing a lot of electric vehicle companies. So we do know now that we are in an EV revolution. We are starting to ramp up electric vehicle sales, but nickel right now does mostly come from 20% Russia. The other biggest component is lithium, as we do know now that lithium is a big source that comes from China. So China and both Russia are a huge component of supplying the critical materials, the critical components for electric vehicle batteries to be made. So this is coming at a very bad time that we are trying to ramp up these EV productions and EV companies just coming into the market because, again, they're going to face huge downward pressure on these supply chain issues. So I did just want to show you how the Rivian RIV stock did go after the earnings report. We have seen that the stock actually was trading today at $41.16. But as soon as the earnings report started, the stock did go up a little bit to $43. But after all those numbers, all the production cuts, the slashes in the revenue, you definitely saw that this stock took a huge hit, down 18.8% in after hours alone. Before that was 6.35%. If we go from its high in the morning at $48.04, we went to a low of more than about 20% down. Right now, we are at trading this price of this stock at a new low of about $35. So the 52-week low of the stock has been about $39.77, but this is a new all-time low on RIVN Rivian stock. You can see that in the past 5 days, it is down 19%. This is, again, not including that downward pressure that we saw in the after hours. So it is actually probably down a lot more than that, closer to about 40%. But we did start trading at $51 just about 1 week ago. In the past 1 month, we are down 30% on this stock. We were actually testing a resistance or a high of about $67, but we are well half under that. We are now at $35, which gives us about a 55 to 60% downside from that huge high. So this will definitely affect all electric vehicle companies, this supply chain issue. I do still predict that this year, 2022, will be a very difficult and critical time for electric vehicle companies because they are not having that product, that material to either build the electric vehicle battery, also the chip shortages, and also just the regular materials. We did hear from Lucid Motors that their biggest component problem is the commodities. They cannot get enough quality carpet. They cannot get glass to get its Lucid Air vehicles going. We did not hear any details on what Rivian is having a hard time obtaining. They are just saying that they are having huge supply chain issues. So I definitely think that this will put downward pressure on all EV stocks. So right now is a very difficult time for all EV companies, all EV stocks. So we will see a continuation of downward pressure on these stocks. But let me know what you think. Always please do your own due diligence, your own research before purchasing this or any other stock. Give me that big thumbs up if you learned something new, if you like this video. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, hit all to get my latest uploaded videos. Don't forget to share this page with others as we're growing this channel quite nicely. And I do have those free stocks for you. You can get a free NEO stock if you put in $1 into your brand new account using my link down below. You'll also get an additional free stock from Moomoo just for opening that account. In addition, if you deposit up to $100, you will get the Lucid Motor stock, LCID stock, for free. Moomoo will also give you up to 5 additional free stocks valued up to $17,500. That's an incredible amount of free stocks that we are giving you right now, and earn that extra money, especially in this very difficult time. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, for supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below what you think, and have a wonderful weekend. And I can't wait to talk to you on the next one. Thank you.